It's Sunday, July the 30th, and I just thought I'd start a part 2 on this power stroke project here. Basically about all I got done last night. That's where my last video left off. Was pretty much cleaned up my mess. That's about all I had time to do. Some bad lightning came in, had a little rough weather. Didn't get too bad, just a lot of lightning. But anyway, I came out here this morning, and these three painted black braces. This is the cab mount brace, and those are the support brackets go to it. I got those painted. I re-sandblasted them this morning and got some paint on them. I was really wanting to paint underneath the truck, but I decided to try my new paint out on these brackets first because it was easy to get to them. I wanted to see how it sprayed, and I think I like the stuff. I'm going to show you what I'm using. This stuff right here. Don't know if any of y'all have heard of it or not. POR15, but it's the first time I ever used it. I heard it was really tough stuff, holds up good, seals off the rust, all that good stuff. And actually what I sprayed, see, that is the chassis black there. I haven't opened that can yet. What I sprayed them with was the rust preventative, which can be used as a primer and can also be used as a good durable paint. But what they say it's not UV resistant, so it won't really matter under my truck. Really, my plan was to spray a couple coats of this stuff on there and then go back over it with the probably more shiny chassis black. It's more of a chassis type color. But what I realized, this really good quality paint, it's expensive paint too, is that it covers very quickly. So what little I mixed in my little paint gun went a long way, and I ended up, after I painted those, all I did was fill this little canister right here up about halfway. I used a very little solvent. You can see how little I used, which is the reducer also, and this is how much I had left right here. I mean, the stuff just covers really quick, and I like that. So I think these 2 quarts I bought may possibly do all the braces and the frame that I want to do. I may end up buying more for the underside of the box whenever I get around to working on it. But that's how it turned out. I was kind of happy with the way that paint really worked out there. So hopefully tomorrow I'm going to get underneath here and start on these, get this section of the floor pan right here done. Get that shot, do that after work. Hopefully it won't take me too long. I have to stay up too late. I have to get up really early in the morning. But that's the plans on it. At least we're finally making some progress on this thing. It's been sitting here waiting on me since, I don't know, I stopped working on it about March. And I'm tickled to death to get back on it. And there goes my dog stealing one of my rags. I have to get that away from her here soon. And one other project I'm going to be working on a little bit at a time while I'm working on this truck, mostly when I'm waiting on parts and stuff like that. My Torino, I fired it up yesterday morning and parked it out in the yard, and I thought, I haven't driven in a while, I'll take it for a spin. I went in the house and heard this popping noise. What happened is my ancient rusty old headers, I don't know if you can see that or not, I removed the plug wire so you can see it. It's probably hard to see. I don't know if you can see that or not. Yeah, the header pipe finally rusted so bad it popped off the flange there. So what I did, I went on eBay today and found a big block Ford exhaust header kit, which I'm going to have to make my own headers for this car. This is a 429 in a 68 Torino. They didn't put 429s and 68 Torinos from Ford, so nobody really makes headers for them except for, I think, Kreitz Restoration makes them. I've got some of those on my 64 Fairlane. They're okay, but I think I'd be better off for the money you spend on those prefab headers for special engine and car combinations like this, just making it myself. And hopefully what I'm going to do, I'm going to make some shorty headers for this car. This car's got old long tube headers. Actually, they're 71 Torino headers. and they're really old, they're falling off, so it's time for me to make some new ones. But I'm going to make some shorty headers, because one problem I've had with this car is hot start problems. It'll start up cold just fine, but you get some heat in those headers. This engine bay holds a lot of heat. Big blocks stuffed in here, those big tube pipes in there, it just holds a lot of heat. In the summertime, you come back 15 minutes later and the starter really drags. It's got a Motorsport low gear reduction starter too, high torque starter. So that's just a little something I want to add to this video. I'm going to be working on this a little bit of time. I'm going to separate those videos on the Powerstroke project and the Torino. But basically I'll be doing I'm going to focus on this mostly. I need to get this thing back together. And I'll be working on a Torino here and there whenever I'm waiting on parts or materials to do this truck. Okay, looks like this is going to be a short clip. And the dog stole the rag, chewed the rag up. She's done with it because I was ignoring her. If you try to take it from her, she'll run from you. She likes to play a little game. She'll do that with tools too. Okay, just feel like making another video on all this. That's it for now.